it's my pleasure to introduce Kathy Nelson to help us kick off the program today. Kathy's at the forefront of making things happen in Kansas City. She's CEO of Visit Kansas City, Visit KC, and the Kansas City Sporting Commission. She's out there every day, national and international audiences, telling them why Kansas City is the right place to come for all of your events. She and her team are hard at work preparing for a record-setting 2023 with events like the NFL Draft, Big 12 Basketball Championships, NCAA Men's Midwest Regional, and oh yes, Kansas City landed the 2026 World Cup matches. Yes. The largest event in the region's history. She's one of Kansas City's best ambassadors and one of the hardest workers. So please welcome Kathy Nelson to the stage for a Kansas City welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sarah. Thank you so much. And to my friend Bob Peterson, thank you for the invite today. Bob and I go way back. Bob used to work for the American Royal, as you know, here in Kansas City, so I told Bob I'd do anything for him. And of course, his daughter, Erica. So thank you all so much for having me today. What an honor to be here, and how great it is to see so many people in person. Sarah, you're spot on with that. So again, thank you for being here. So, as she shared, I serve as CEO now for two different organizations in Kansas City. Both are focused very much on bringing events, conventions, tourism, all to our community. Both also create memories and moments, not only for the people that live here in Kansas City, but also for those that are coming here. So, I was born and raised in Kansas City, but I also have an ag background. I spent many, many years on a horse, traveling around the country, competing in the rodeo circuit, which is how my paths, of course, crossed with Bob. My family is made up of multi-generational farmers. We had a farm just outside of Higginsville, Missouri, and for years, I manually detasseled corn, walked beans, and helped raise Yorkshire hogs. So I'm thrilled, again, for my connection today, for everything you're doing today and how important it is. Kansas City has a rich history as an agriculture hub. Our West Bottoms were known for our stockyards, even though my kids and our young staff at both organizations now kind of know our stockyards for other things like breweries. So I do hope you make it down to the West Bottoms if you have time. I hope that you're able to visit our historic Union Station and our great museums like the World War I Museum and Memorial. And of course, we really hope that you're able to sample some Kansas City barbecue while you are here. Kansas City is known for jazz music and our jazz musicians like Count Basie and Charlie Parker. And if you love jazz, you'll want to make sure you check out the 18th and Vine District. And of course, our beautiful fountains, garnering us the nickname City of Fountains for our 200 plus fountains throughout our community. And of course, again, I plan to have this at lunch today, so I hope that you all also enjoy some Kansas City barbecue. Our downtown area has experienced a $10 billion investment in the last decade. That transformation continues to put Kansas City on the map. The Power and Light District, Entertainment District, has truly become our living room where we celebrate championships such as a World Series or a Super Bowl, and we cheer on all things Kansas City. Of course, Sarah mentioned the Big 12 basketball and multiple NCAA championships. The MIAA and the NAI continue to call Kansas City home. And over the next 3 years, as she mentioned, we're hosting the men's regionals in 2023. In 2024, the Division I men's wrestling championships and the Division I volleyball championships. These are the three largest collegiate events next to a men's Final Four, and they're all happening here in Kansas City in the next 3 years. Of course, you'll want to be back in Kansas City in April 27th through the 29th, where we will host the 2023 NFL Draft, free for everyone to attend, and of course, a not-miss experience if you're an NFL fan, no matter which team. We do hope you wear red a little bit somewhere, and that's okay if you don't. There are 31 other very deserving clubs out there as well. And then just 3 years later, as Sarah mentioned, after hosting the largest event in Kansas City's history with the 2023 NFL Draft, we will then host the largest event in the history of the world right here in Kansas City when we welcome the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And Kansas City was just recently selected as one of 17 cities to welcome the world to North America. And I kind of love how we stick out right there in the middle of the country, knowing that the world will descend upon us in 2026. So I think that's pretty cool. And again, our connection throughout that Midwest area, as you can see in Kansas City, we think will be a good attractor for that. And for those that flew to Kansas City and those that fly out of Kansas City, we are close. We are so close. I've toured it a few times recently to opening our brand new airport terminal in March of 2023. And there's rumor that it may even open a few weeks early. But for those that want to, please book a flight soon after, because you will truly want to experience that. These are just some renderings of what the new inside of the airport will look like, and the ceiling is already in. Artwork is starting to go in, and it truly is transformational for all of us that fly. And our airport, what's so great about this, which helped us land things like the World Cup and the NFL Draft, Kansas City is so centrally located. We're a 4-hour flight from any of the host cities for the World Cup. That makes us so uniquely different that's so easy to get to and from us. Of course, our free-to-ride streetcar is expanding with new stops opening in 2024, taking you from the River Market all the way to the Country Club Plaza. And another exciting addition for our city in 2024 is the opening of our Casey Current Women's Soccer Stadium. This is the first ever women-only specific professional sports venue in the world. Thank you. And I know Spyro and a few others of you were at the game last night for the Casey Current. We had to absorb a little Chiefs loss, but then we rebounded quickly last night with that Casey Current victory, moving them on to the playoffs, which is so great. There is so much happening in our city that we are proud of, and we are now really proud, of course, that the USDA calls us home, so thank you for that. And we want you to join us here. We want you to bring your business here. We need you to spend your money here. We hope you feel and experience our Kansas City hospitality and our Kansas City heart during your time here at the Ag Outlook Forum. And I hope if Kansas City isn't home for you, that we see you back here again very soon. And I really hope you enjoy your day here today. Thanks for having me.